All right, peace of Christ to all. Today we have a new topic, which is actually something we have to deal with from time to time. Some of you insist that I should review the debate happened between Shabir Ali and David Wood. For me, just to be honest with you, I don't consider those debates are debates. It's like a presentation. The Christian guy he stand and he present his presentation, and even it became a really presentation in this debate by having a slideshow, which actually is good to have to show people what you are talking about, but it became a very boring uh, conversation, let us say, because I don't see a debate there. Debate is something happening between two people who crossfire each other and they corner each other with mistakes or errors or stupid things they say. However, in this kind of form of debate, it's very boring and very stupid. This is why really I'm not really interested in even watching it. But some of you keep sending me the video and saying to me, please, can you review it? I don't know what to review about it. Everything you heard there in this debate, we heard from both in previous debate. Both of them, they said the same. I mean, if there's something new, I don't see a reason for the debate. Like, I don't know even why Shabir Ali is debating David Wood and why David Wood is debating Shabir Ali, because those guys they debated in the same thing and they said the same thing over and over and over. This is why I don't see a reason for the debate to happen. It looked like both are bored and they want to have, Shabir Ali. He considers such a debate isn't easy because simply there's nobody will lose and nobody will win anyway. It's I say you say, but there's a debate. I don't think so. Uh, and I don't want to play the video because I'm afraid even David Wood he might flag my videos because obviously this guy he don't like people to play his video. Uh, so you can watch it. You can watch the video yourself by your own without asking me to play it, and you can see if this debate is can it or it can be considered as a debate. Uh, a real debate is not the one who you give 5 minutes for this guy and 10 minutes for this guy. Those people they never learned what debate is about. Debate is about two people with strong knowledge, all right, let us say scholars, and they are debating in an issue and they interrupt each other to prove each other wrong when they should do that. As an example, if you say something wrong and then I come after 20 minutes to say to you, you said that will not make any point, because the whole debate is about you say, I say in the same time. So I accuse you right away. You see what you did? You just say, etc., etc. How you explain this then? Then right away you answer and you say to me, well, this is how it is. So that is a real debate. What they do in the stage, I stand, you stand, we sit, I stand, you sit. This is have nothing to do with any form of debate. Not only it is boring, it is repeating the same thing and look like, as you see, those guys, they have the same thing to say, nothing new. So I don't really need to watch it, and there is no need. And the question I asked for Shabir Ali, why you love to debate David Wood? How come you don't want to debate me? Shabir Ali is not a scholar. And the funny, like if you see, I watched maybe 5 minutes of this debate. As usual, Shabir Ali, he come to a debate, or he call it a debate, and he bring with him 20 books. And then he said to you, do you see this book? This is scholar, he said this. And this scholar, he said that. But This is what they say, not what he said. So where are you? Aren't you the scholar yourself? So let us make it clear. Shabir Ali is debating someone. What he know about Islam is very little, very tiny, for very simple reason. Not because he's not smart, but because he don't speak Arabic. So Shabir Ali, he knows that there is no surprises will happen. All what he need to do to debate David Wood is to watch some of his videos, and he will know exactly what David Wood will say. He have a few verses, he keep repeating them over and over and over, and that's it. We know exactly what he will say, and we know exactly what we will respond, and actually we respond to them already. So debate is just a repeat of a debate, which is not a debate. So feel free to watch it. I'm not going to play it, as I said, because I don't think David Wood, he like people to play his videos. He like to keep it in his own, for his own reason. I'm not going to say why. Uh, However, I'm going to refute Shabir Ali in my way. Actually, I'm not going to refute Shabir Ali. I'm going to refute the Muslims. And I want anyone who is watching, it doesn't matter if you are a Christian, you are a Hindu, you are a Jew, you are a Buddha, you are a Muslim, just listen carefully and be the judge. All right? So the whole debate is about what? Is about the Christian scriptures. The Christians' scriptures. First of all, in Islam, there's nothing is called Christian scriptures. This is the mistake of David Wood, not the mistake of Shabir Ali. If you search the whole Quran, all the Quran, with no exception, you will not find the word Christian is exist in the Quran. What exists in the Quran is the word Nasara. Nasara. Who is the Nasara? Actually, in my coming book, which is about the roots of the Quran, you will see who is the Nasara. In chapter 2, verse number 62, chapter 2, 111, chapter 2, verse 113, chapter 2, verse 120, etc. All those verses you see in front of you is speaking about Nasara. The Nasara are not Christians. The Nasara are not Christians. It's not a secret. Anyone who have little knowledge, not you don't need to be a scholar. I know that's not normal. Like normal people do not know what Nasara mean. Like those who speak Arabic and those who have really a good knowledge in religion, and any Christian who is from the Middle East who speak Arabic, even if you don't have high school, if you ask him what Nasara, he will say we are not Nasara. But because David Wood, he have no idea what this word mean, he is reading translation, so he think that the word Nasara mean Christians. So do the Quran anyway speak about the Christian books? Like do the Quran even mention the Christians in the Quran? The whole Quran, there is no Christians. There is Nasara. Nasara is a cult, was exist in the time of Muhammad, and Muhammad himself, he joined this cult and he was of the Nasara. And then he accepted some of what they have and he rejected some of what they have. And we will show you with the proofs and reference what we are talking about. Now, if you see here, it says, إن الذين آمنوا والذين هادوا والنصارى والصابئين من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر وعمل صالحا فلهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. So those who are, let's see a fast translation now. This is why I'm working in my translation now. So you people, you can get real translation. Those who believe in the Quran and those who follow the Jewish scriptures and the Christians and the Sabians and any who believe in Allah and the last day, etc., right, and do righteousness, he have nothing to worry about. He will go to heaven. All right. Now, is it true that the word a Christian there is exist? This is absolutely false, and this is what people like David Wood or James White or those who don't speak Arabic, they stumble with. They think the Quran is saying the word Christian. It doesn't say Christians. There's no Christian there. The word Christian never appear in the Quran. And you know that the word Christian exists in our book, and this is the first name was given to the Christians. So it's not even our name by ourselves, which means people who don't believe in Christianity, they were calling us Christians. So this is the first very name of us as a believers, as a Christians, not Nasara. There's nothing is called Nasara. What Nasara? The word Nasara in Arabic means the helpers, the helpers, the helper of the Messiah. Are we the helper of the Messiah? Even the name is stupid. This is the meaning of the Arabic word. But the fact, this is not even an Arabic word. The Nasara is coming from the word poor. Poor. There's a group of people who they are called, they call themselves poor. Actually, they are called mostly by Christians, the real Christians. They call poor for their poor understanding of the scriptures. So they call them Nazarene. Not people of Nazareth, Nazarene. They call them the poor. The poor, which mean those who have a poor understanding of the scriptures. So it was an insult. It was not really even a name of, let us say, a group. This is how it started. But then by time it became the name of the group. So anytime we want to say this is like Jehovah's Witnesses, you know, uh, today you mention them by a letter or two. At that time, the word Nasara became as a name for those who they are poor in the understanding of the Christians, which present a cult exist before Muhammad and after Muhammad. And those Nasara are a group of people, by the way, who left Israel, uh, let us say, because of discrimination. Christians, the real Christians, they were growing by faith. The Nasara were shrinking. And when the Roman Empire became Christians, then the Nasara, they have no place there. So they kicked them out. Those Nasara, they run away to any place where there is no Christian authority there. And what was the Arabian Peninsula? This is the same what happened to the Jews actually. The Jews, they went all the way to the Arabian Peninsula for this reason. Did you ask yourself why someone, he's a Jew, he will leave the beautiful city of Jerusalem and he will go to a stupid land like the land of Mecca or Medina? There's nothing there. But those people, they have no choice except to flee for their life to survive. Otherwise, you know, the Roman, they are going to get revenge from them. For those who do not know, in the year 614, the Jews, they took a side with the Persian and they slaughtered every Christian in the city of Jerusalem. So the Nasara, they are kind of a Jew who, let us say, they are mixed between Christianity and Judaism. And the Jews, both of them, they are considered the same people who they betray the Christians, and they killed a lot of Christians when the Persian entered the city of Jerusalem. So when the Roman took back Jerusalem, they seek revenge for the betrayal of those people. So they kick them out. So just to make it simple, there is nothing is called Christians in the whole Quran. Therefore, the whole Quran never speak about our book. The Quran is speaking about the book of the Nasara. So the whole debate, the debate is about what? The name of the debate is about what Quran view of a Christian scriptures. There is no Christian scriptures in the whole Quran. Not even one time the word Christians is mentioned in the Quran. So this is a very naive mistake from both of them. For both of them are not scholars and they have no idea what they are talking about. As simple as that. So how we can refute the Muslims about what they call the change of our Bible? First of all, you know, the Christians, they do a very naive mistake again, and I will show you why. If you have a little knowledge in Islam, you will see the Quran use the word Injil. Now the Nasara, they call their book Injil too. All right? The true Christian, they call their book Injil too. But obviously the Quran is speaking about what? Speaking about the Nasara, not about the Christians. So look what the Quran says in many verses in the Quran. It says, as an example, chapter 3, verse number 3. It is he who sent down to thee in truth the book confirming what went before it, and he sent down the law of Moses and the gospel of Jesus. All right. By the way, it doesn't say that. It says the word Injil only. There's no Jesus, and the whole Quran, the word Jesus does not appear. Just to show you, we are talking about different religion, different belief. There's no Christianity there. Quran calls someone, his name is Isa. The Muslim, they say to us, this is the same one, you call him Jesus. Do you have a proof? There's no proof. In Arabic, we call him Yeshua. We never call the Messiah in Arabic Isa. This is never exist before Islam come to us. So who is Isa? We do not know. So this is a book was sent down to Isa, not to Jesus. Now the question here, this is a book sent down by who? Let us say, for the sake of argument, this is the book which is called Injil. Muslim, they will say to you, this is your book, and they insist this is your book. Okay, you know what, I'm going to go with it. This book, you are saying it is my book, sent down to me by who? The Muslim Abdul, he will say to you, it's sent down by Allah. That's wonderful. So this is not my book then, this is the book of Allah. You are talking about the book of Allah. Are you getting the point, guys? So when a stupid guy like Shabir Ali, he come to us, I'm not insulting, by the way. This is how I talk, you know me. You know, I'm a person who say things as it is. All right, I'm not insulting, because some people, they might say, oh, he is insulting, he's calling Shabir Ali stupid. Well, I am proving it to be that he is stupid. Be my witness. So when Shabir Ali, he come with such a statement, and trying, the whole debate is to prove to us that the Injil is corrupt. He is trying to prove to us that the book which is sent by Allah, as we see here, send it to Isa, not to Jesus. This book is corrupt. What's my problem? A stupid Muslim trying to prove to me that his God, Allah, his book is screwed, and his God keep getting screwed. What is my problem? Why I want to defend it? Are you following my point, guys? If somebody want to say to me, my God, he sent a book and this book changed, what is my problem? First of all, his God is not my God. You Christian, is Allah is your God? The answer is no. Is the book Allah he sent is our book? The answer is no. So what our problem? It's a stupid debate, stupid argument, naive talk. The way I see it, there's two kids are on the stage and they have no idea what they are saying. So the Quran is speaking here that Allah he sent the book and this book is corrupt. Well, wonderful. That's a proof to me that Allah cannot be trusted, because Allah he sent books, but he cannot trust, we cannot trust him with anything he sent, because those books can be changed. That's mean Allah have a long history of books changed, because here we go, we have not only the gospel, he have in here, he says send down the law. What law? We do not know. It doesn't say the word Moses, actually. It doesn't say. It says, it doesn't say the word Moses there. You see, everything between bracket is not exist. This is the Muslim fabrication. If we change the translation, you see, or a translator, sorry, we will see the translation changed. Now, for sure, like in the debate, David Wood, he mentioned that the word before it does not mean before it, it means between his hands, and this is true. All right, and I believe those who don't speak Arabic, they learn this from us, because there is no way for them to know unless they speak Arabic, and none of them speak Arabic. So it has revealed to you the book with the truth, verifying which is between your hands, and he revealed the Tawrat, and the Injil. All right, so he revealed the Tawrat and the Injil. Who is the one who revealed the Tawrat and the Injil, Abdul? Listen carefully. It is your God, Allah, supposedly. So based on this is the book of Allah, and I believe uh, Shabir Ali will never dare to say, oh, this is not the book of Allah. So what Shabir Ali is trying to confirm to us, that his God, he keeps sending books, and his God, he have a problem. He cannot protect his books. So this is the problem of who? Is it our problem as a Christians to defend, or this is the problem of the Muslims? So if David Wood is really, let us say, he is a highly educated about Islam, he should not go in the topic in the way he did. He should agree with him. He should say, yes, yes, the books of Allah are screwed, and you will see how the face of Shabir Ali will change upside down. Shabir Ali is not expecting him to say, yes, it was screwed. He's expecting him to defend. But the fact, this is a stupid defense, because there is nothing to defend. This is not our book anyway. And this is alone, Shabir Ali is working hard to prove to us that his God cannot be trusted, because he's saying to us over and over and over in the whole what they call debate that, you know what, this book changed. Agree with him. Agree with him, and he lost already, because okay, thank you very much. You are saying to me that you have a God who sent the book, and then his book can be changed. Let me ask you a question. Do Allah know the future? If we ask Shabir Ali, if we ask Zakir Naik, hey Zakir Naik, Dr. Zakir Naik, sorry, he's not Zakir Naik, he's doctor. All of them, they are doctors, by the way, but they are the last one to know what we're talking about. Dr. Zakir Naik, do Allah know the future? If he know the future, how come he did not protect his book? He knows already his book will be corrupt. Zakir Naik will say to you, Brother Tutter, the brother did Al-Kebab, how come the book of Allah is corrupt? Like, come on, how come? What do you mean, how come? Give me the answer. There is no answer. Allah, he know if he send the book, this book is going to be corrupt. So why he don't protect it? Is Allah partner of the crime? Obviously he is, because if Allah is all knowledgeable and he know exactly what will happen tomorrow, then he should take all the measures to protect his words. The Quran says Allah will, nobody can change the words of Allah. But the Muslim, they say only this is go for the Quran. So all what Allah need to do is this, to say nobody can change the word of Allah, and this is mean everything, and then nobody can change it. So obviously Allah is a lazy God who don't dare, who don't care to protect his book. So why you are blaming me? And why you are coming to me and why you are debating me about it? This is a proof for anyone who think to convert to Islam that this is not a religion to be trusted. Especially, by the way, the Muslims believe that Allah, he sent 124,000 prophet. 124,000 prophet. This is the hadith in front of you from a Muslim website, alislam.org, narrated by Abu Dhar. One day he asked the Messenger of Allah, etc., how many prophet is there in all, as total? He replied, says 120,000, which mean Allah sent 124,000 books, and all those books are lost. You know what? If Allah, he apply for a job, and let us say he's applying for archive job, who is the stupid in the world he will trust Allah? He lost it 124,000 books, and he only was able to recover one. Obviously Allah have the history of being a loser. So when a Muslim, he come to us and he is working hard to debate us, to prove to us that the Injil is corrupt, agree with him. Tell him the Injil of Allah is corrupt. What's my problem? Thank you very much. This is a proof that Allah cannot be God. For if God, He sent His book, this is His book. It is His duty to protect it. All of you, you read my books. If one of you try to reprint it, I will take you to court. It's my duty as an author to preserve my book. And I am a man and I can do it. How about God? So this God, according to Muslims, He sent books, but He cannot protect it. He have a problem. And just to show you another reason for those books are not to be protected, just to show you how stupid Islam is. Let us see. If you go to chapter 5, verse number 44, I'm not sure if this text is clear. Let's see if we can get it here. All right, just wait on. Here, this one. Look what this verse is saying. And this is the Muslim translation, by the way. This is not my translation, Abdul's. Don't come to me, don't sit in my lap and play my beard and say what you are doing. This is not true translation. This is your Abdul translation. From the first letter to the last letter is made by the Abdul, not mine. All right. Verily, we did send down the Torah. Okay, thank you very much. So Allah, He sent the Torah. The Torah, according to Allah, screwed. Thank you very much. So the book of Allah, the first book, is gone. This is not the first, by the way, not the first one. This is one of His books. Anyway, so they're in with guidelines or guidance and light by which the prophet who submitted themselves surrendered. Anyway, to Allah and judge for it by the law of the Jews and the, okay, and the rabbis and the priest to judge with it. All right. And for them it was entrusted, the protection of Allah book. Hold on. A disaster. You see, when somebody is stupid, when he talk, he make poo-poo. He don't make sentence. When he talk, he make poo-poo. Wherever he walk, is like a cat or a dog, he poop or he piss. The Quran here is saying to us in chapter 5 verse 44 that Allah, He entrusted the rabbis. He entrusted who? The rabbis. Thank you very much. You know what the word trust mean? You know what the word trust? If we go, you know, English is not my first language, right? So I suppose that all of you speak English better than me. But as long as Muslims are the one is using it as a trust, we can go right now to see what trust means. If you go to trust, let us find a dictionary. This is the dictionary saying whatever it is about trust. Firm belief in reliability, truth, ability, strength of someone, etc. So this is about a belief. You have a strong belief, firm belief in someone. This is what trust means. Confidence, place in a person. Confidence, place in a person. This is dictionary, not my words. English is not my first language. You know that, right? Actually, when sometimes I pronounce words, all of you know that sometimes I pronounce them even wrong, right? So I'm a person. I say thank you, God. I speak languages, not only one. However, I'm using dictionary. So as long Allah, He entrusted the rabbis in the protection of the book. Question: was Allah stupid to entrust the one who should not? Don't He know that they were corrupt? When you say I trust you, it's mean I believe in you. I believe in you. Obviously, Allah have a wrong belief in the wrong one in the wrong time. Which mean in another way, Allah, He made a stupid decision. He was a stupid, naive God. He trusted the rabbis, but the rabbis are not good to be trusted. Allah have a confidence in those rabbis, but rabbis, they screwed Him. Allah placed his confidence in those rabbis. And I'm using the words of the dictionary. Allah believe in them, in their truth, in their ability, in their strength, in their loyalty. But Allah was wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, the debate is over. Allah is a stupid God. Can Shabir Ali refute that? I challenge him actually to make a response to my video. He didn't dare. He's just a little Pakistani boy, growing his beard, making good money from this business, standing in the stage, and business is good. His career will not be destroyed as long he is debating little ones in his size. And by the way, we are not done. Actually, I can give you tons of reference until the next year, showing you how stupid Allah and the followers of Allah. So when Allah He entrusted the rabbis, that proved to us that Allah is a stupid fool God, and He have no knowledge of the rabbi that they are going to destroy the book. Otherwise, the word entrust, it doesn't fit. You don't trust someone you know that he cannot be trusted, and especially if you claim to be God, you know that tomorrow he will do the opposite. So what do you mean you trusted him in the protection of the book? So Allah was expecting the rabbis to be loyal, to be truthful, to be good, and not to change the book. What happened is the opposite from what Allah thought. Have you ever heard of God? He think something and then it tend to be something else. Are you getting my point, guys? So obviously Allah He entrusted not only the Jews, He entrusted the Nasara, not the Christians. Remember, those are not Christians. He entrusted the Nasara. The Nasara, they changed the book. Allah entrusted there is 124,000 prophet, and look like Allah He entrusted each time the rabbis of that religion or of that prophet in the protection of the book, and each time Allah He lose. So let me ask you a question. How stupid you need to be to repeat the same mistake 124,000 times? Seriously. How stupid you are to repeat the same mistake, the same error, by trusting someone 124,000 times. We are not talking about 100 times. We're not talking about 50 times. We're not talking about 500 times. We are talking about 124,000 times. And if you ask the Muslims, they will say to you, all the books which Allah sent, it's corrupt. Not only corrupt, they are gone. So the Muslim, he come to me with a resume of a God. He is a loser, stupid, naive. He trusts anyone, and he think they are good, but in fact they are not, because he do not know tomorrow, he do not know the future, and he do not know the unseen. For the Almighty God, he know the unseen. This is number one. For the Almighty God, when somebody corrupt his book, this is an insult to him, not to me, for it is his book, not my book. You see the Injil, the gospel of Jesus Christ, this is not my book. This is the book of Jesus. This is not my book. All stupid fool, they think that this is the book of me and you. This is the book of Jesus, which is given to us to learn from it. So the one who will protect the book is the one who claimed to be divine, not me. I will die tomorrow. I cannot stay with the book guarding it forever. So the idea of a human being guarding a book is a stupid idea for a very simple reason, because we are not going to live for eternity. We will die. Maybe my son tomorrow will be bad. Maybe he will be an ugly person. Maybe he will be a thief. Maybe somebody pay him and he changed things. You never know. So it is the duty of God, not the duty of man. Same time the Quran itself says no one can change the words of Allah. And the Muslim, they say to you, this is only goes for the Quran. So this is the fault of who? How come Allah, he can protect the Quran, but he cannot protect all the 124,000 books except one? Obviously, Islam is out of logic. Islam is based on stupidity. And when Christians, they defend, you know, they are not really being, let us say, they are not thinking deep. This is why Shabir Ali, he insists to debate David Wood. He know exactly what he will say. There's no surprises in this debate. There's no surprises. He know exactly what he will say. He know exactly what he respond. And what people like Shabir Ali, they do, they bring a bunch of books with you, and they will say to you, there's a guy, he said that the Quran, a scholar, he's a scholar. Suddenly he became a scholar in the Quran, but he's not a Muslim. Imagine, someone is an Australian, I think, he became a scholar in the Quran, but he is not a Muslim. Well, if he's a scholar in the Quran, and he found that the Quran is a true book, how come he did not convert? There's many scumbag who make books because they know their books will become very popular by Muslims and Muslims will buy it. So you have a 1 billion customer at least. So they make books praising Islam, because if you make a book praising Christianity, his book is just another book. But when a Western man praises Islam, his book will be unique, and then he will become very successful in the business of book making, for all Muslims will buy his book. It's about money. Now, in chapter 3, verse number 75, Allah, he used again the word entrusted. And this is in the time of Muhammad. Look what he said. Among the people of the scriptures, and doesn't say, by the way, it doesn't say Christians or Jews, it doesn't say that. It says just the people of the book. Is who is if entrusted with the qintar. Qintar is like equal to like a 1,000 kilogram, or a weight of things. He will pay it back. And among them there is the one who, if you entrusted him with single silver coin, he will not get it back. Okay, hold on. This is when? This is in the time of Muhammad. So Muhammad himself and his God witnessing that there's a Christians, they are trustworthy according to him, not my word. This is a translation of Muslims. As I said, in my view, there's no Christians there. Sometimes when I use the word of Christians, I'm just going with the Muslims about what they claim. But I don't believe the Quran ever mentioned the word Christians. As you see, it is Nasara. Here it is just the scriptures, people of the books, or the book. If you read with me here, what Allah is confirming in this case, that from quote unquote Jews and Christians, there is people, if you trust them with the $1 billion, they will pay it back. There's no way they will take it. It's haram. That's mean what? That's mean those are fantastic, good people, trustworthy. Question to the Abdus: as long they are very much trustworthy, how come they are not protecting their book? I understand that there's some of the Jews and the Nasara, they are not good, they are not trustworthy. But there is some who they are trustworthy. So now we have two arrows, one point for trustworthy and one pointing for untrustworthy. However, according to the Muslims now, they are assuming that the one who corrupt the Quran is the untrustworthy. I mean, sorry, the Injil and the Torah. What about the rest? What happened to them? You see the contradiction? It's a stupid belief. It's a stupid religion. It's a dummy belief. It's a dummy accusation. You are saying to me that in the time of Muhammad, there's a lot of Jews and Nasara are very good people, and there's many of them too are bad people. Okay, you know what? Forget about the bad people. They are people, they will go to hell. What about the good Jews and Nasara? What happened? They decide to corrupt their book too. When a Muslim he assume or he say to us that the what it's called the Injil is corrupt, that's mean you're assuming that all of them they agree to be corrupt. But this is a contradiction for this verse where it says clearly that there's some Christians, as they claim, this is the word Nasara, I mean Christians, and some Jews, they are very fantastic people. Even if you give them $1 billion, they will pay it back. This is mean they will never, never, never cheat. They are trustworthy. So as you see, the accusations it's made by Muslims doesn't hold for long. For first, it's attacking its own. Second, it's stupid. Number three, none of our business, for they are not talking about our book. So my advice for the Christians, when a Muslim he speak about the corrupting of the Injil or what he called the Torah, agree with him. Don't tell him it's not. Tell him, oh, okay, you are saying to me the book of Allah is corrupt. Wow. And you will see how he starts saying, oh no, no, I mean, the book you have is corrupt. No, 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 no. What do you mean you have? It's not my book. This is the book of Allah. In a second, he will flip upside down. This is why I consider such a debate between those two guys are a big failure for whoever they claim to be scholars. Obviously, both of them, they do not know what they are talking about. And I don't blame really David Wood much not to know because he don't speak Arabic. Because most of this is based on the Arabic language and understanding what Quran is saying in Arabic. When you are reading in English, you can be deceived easy. For nothing is truthful in Arabic. I mean in English translation. Now, you know there is a story uh, about how Muhammad first time he received his inspiration. First of all, let me share with you the reference so you guys you can read it by your own. This is Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 6982. If you want to search in English, volume 9, book 87, hadith number 111. However, the best way always to find something if you are not sure how to find it, because numbers can be changed. We are not reading the accurate original one, we are reading translation. So you can just remember, or let us say you can copy a few words of those. Just you need to have a good memory of the story. Okay, like you, let's say you memorize, it says while he was in the cave of Hira, and you search it in the search engine, then you will find it as fast as you want. Now, according to the story, there is someone who came to Muhammad, he squeezed him 3 times and he told him, recite. Muslim they say, Iqra mean read, which is very stupid to say. Because if, you know, actually for me, I believe that this is the correct meaning, by the way. Iqra mean read. All right. But according to the story, that's very stupid to say because the angel, he did not come to him as an angel, number one. He did not give him anything to read. So what do you mean it mean read? So obviously, the one who wrote the story is reading from the Aramaic language, and he took the word as it is, Iqra, and he used it in Arabic. And Arabic is nothing but a born language of the Aramaic. He told him Iqra. Iqra is coming from a qura, which means qarra wara'a. He saw in his eyes and he say in his lips whatever he saw. So it is about saying in your lips what you see in your eyes, reading. As simple as that. So actually it is two words, not one word. It is qarra wa ra'a. Qarra, he say, ra'a, he saw. So when he came to him, he told him, iqra, which means read. But Muhammad, he said to him, I cannot read. And this is a very wrong answer, because Muhammad should say to him what I should read. However, many of the Muslim smart scholars, they say the fact he was saying to him ma ana biqari, which means what I should read. And this is a proof that the Muslims, when they say that Muhammad was illiterate, it was false. Actually, we can prove it in many ways, but this is not our topic for now. If you go down here, you will see the story get involved with a man. His name is Waraqa ibn Nawfal. Waraqa ibn Nawfal. Waraqa ibn Nawfal is a relative to Khadija. He is relative to Khadija. All right. Look what they say about Waraqa ibn Nawfal. His name, Waraqa ibn Nawfal bin Asad bin Abdul Uzza bin Qusay. So he have the same grandfather of Muhammad, the grandfather. Waraqa was the son of etc. Her uncle, which means to Khadija, i.e. her father brother, who during the pre-Islamic period became a Nasara. You see here it says Christian. This is false translation. It is Nasara. If you go here in Arabic, it says وَكَانَ إِمْرَأً تَنَصَّرَ فِي الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ. تَنَصَّرَ, which means he became Nasara, not Christian, as we say. This is why I say that everyone around Muhammad was Nasara. Actually, even Khadija herself, she was Nasara. Why? She is already from the family of Waraqa, and usually this is a family belief. The whole convert to the same thing. So when they believe in idol, they worship the whole idol like together as a family, and then like start with one person, and then the rest they join. Now, Waraqa is an old man, and he became Nasara. Then he said, look what it says here. After he became a Nasara, he used to write in Arabic, writing and used to write of the gospel in Arabic as much as Allah wished him to write. Wow, that's fantastic. Waraqa is a blessed man by all the mean of Islam. Nobody in Islam dare to say Waraqa will go to hell. Here we have Waraqa is translating what the Muslims consider the book of the Christians from the original language to Arabic. That is, my friend, the Quran. It was not a translation, actually. It was a summary of the cult of what they called Nasara. That is the book of Nasara in Arabic. That is not the gospel. All right? If you hear, you see, it says, وكان يكتب الكتاب العربية فيكتب بالعربية من الإنجيل ما شاء الله أن يكتب. And وكان شيخا كبيرا قد عمي. And he became a very old and he became blind. And here I have a question, how somebody is blind but he's writing this, and that will make me think that Muhammad was a person who used to write for him. How he is old and he is blind and he is writing a book? That's impossible. And I mean it, impossible. Like today, you can get a special keyboard, and this keyboard, they have like letters which you can touch with your hand and you can recognize them. But even if you do that, actually, you need somebody to correct for you, because you might miss a letter, you might miss typing, you might, etc. It's not easy for someone he is blind. Even with computers and technology today, you can activate the voice, etc. To like sometimes I type things in YouTube with using my voice, but it come wrong. You know, like Trump, it come like with B instead of P, etc. So uh, how a person he is blind and he is writing. So there is something fishy in this story. However, what is important for us, that this man, he was translating the gospel. Question, Muslims, he was translating the corrupt gospel, or he was translating the accurate one? If the Muslim, they want to say to us he was translating the accurate one, it's mean Islam, all of it is a shish kebab. For the whole debate of Shabir Ali trying to prove to us that Injil is already corrupt before Muhammad. If he is translating the corrupt one, this is a disaster, because Muhammad, he came to someone, he is a corrupt, translating the corruption, helping the devil to spread lies, to tell him that you are a prophet. For remember, the one who told Muhammad first time you are a prophet for sure, it was Waraqa. And not only this, when Waraqa he died, when Waraqa he died, Muhammad he tried to commit suicide. Waraqa died in the divine inspiration, and this is the proof that the book of Waraqa is what is a divine inspiration. This is the book of the Nasara, which is the Quran, also paused for a while, and the prophet became so sad. So as we heard that he intended several times to throw himself from the top of the high mountains, and every time he went up to the top of the mountain in order to throw himself, Jibreel would appear before him and say, "Oh Muhammad, you are indeed Allah messenger." So what the reason for Muhammad trying to commit suicide? He do not believe himself that he is a prophet of God. And here I find it very funny that Muhammad trying to commit suicide, when he later in different hadith he said, the one who throw himself from the top of mountain, he will end in hellfire. But yet he himself is trying to commit suicide many times. Read with me. This is not my translation. You will see it says here, after he became sad, we have heard that he intended several times. You see it? Several times Muhammad intended to kill himself by throwing himself from the top of the high mountain. This means Muhammad was suffering from the depression for a very long time, because this is not about one time, several times. For how long we do not know. The story does not, it doesn't mention, but it's very clear that this is something happened many times, and each time Muhammad he tried to throw himself from the top of the mountain, Jibreel he come to him, he said to him, indeed you are a messenger of Allah. Which means the problem was Muhammad he don't trust himself to be a prophet of Allah, and he decided to commit suicide because he think this is not true, he is a false prophet, or he is seeing an illusion, or he is sick-minded, or he have a problem. And the funny, we notice here that the divine inspiration paused after the death of Waraqa, and they are saying that, and after a few days Waraqa died and the divine inspiration was paused. So there is a connection between the death of Waraqa and the divine stop. So what I believe what happened here, Muhammad was so desperate, how is going to make Quran? Waraqa is dead. What I can do? How I'm going to give them inspiration? How I'm going to say a Quran to those people who they are waiting for me? I'm a prophet now. So he tried to commit suicide. And then I believe Muhammad, he got to an idea, you know what, Waraqa, he left a lot of writing. What about I use the Waraqa of writing for whatever coming, and that will fix the problem. But for sure that will not be enough. So Muhammad still have to make his own Quran. This is why if you see the Quran, you will see the writing of the Quran have many level of language standard. As an example, if I write, like I have a book and Shakespeare have a book. If we take one page from Shakespeare and one page from my book, there is no way you will not discover which one is my page and which one is the page of Shakespeare, right? You will see how strong the language of Shakespeare in English and how far I am from being even close to Shakespeare in any mean. And this is how you will see the same in the Quran. You will see the Quran have a very, very stupid language, and some places have a very good standard of Arabic language. But most of it is stupid. Unbelievable how stupid. That was the Quran made by Muhammad. The one was with a strong language. It was done by Waraqa. But the important for us here, as long Muhammad story include a story about Waraqa translating the gospel in the time of Muhammad. That's mean this story confirming a true gospel was in the hand of Waraqa. And that is the gospel of the Nasara. So the Muslims are speaking about the book of the Nasara changed, and this is not our book anyway. According to the Quran, this is the book of Allah. And that will come with the dilemma of how you explain to me that the one who told your prophet, you are a prophet, indeed, the one who have the knowledge of the word of God, he is translating a fabricated book. If he say it's not fabricated, it's mean the whole story of Islam is false. So whatever they say is going to be a problem. Let us see something else. One of the things Shabir Ali, he said in his video, in his funny argument, the Quran gave us a method about debating, about coming with proofs. Like if you are if you have an argument, bring your proof. So we will see here how Muhammad, or the God of Muhammad, he clear his argument. Like what is required to prove yourself in the front of Allah. Read with me, please. Chapter 3, verse number 65. Again, this is the Muslim translation. Take a note, Muslims. This is your translation. I am no Abdul. I am not the one who translate. I'm just reading your translation. So don't play the game of wrong translation. By the way, you can change the translation anyway. You know. Look what he said. This is Shabir Ali now speaking in the mouth of Allah, or Dr. Zakir Naik. You people of a book, why dispute yet about Abraham? Okay, when the law of the gospel were not revealed till after him. What? What? You people of the book. Okay, hold on. I want to take a note. You people of the book. Okay, why you dispute about Abraham? So the question is, the why here is about what? Is about the dispute about Abraham. Okay, why we cannot dispute? Look, the logic of Allah. When the law and the gospel were not revealed till after him. I am going to practice this method. I am what? Going to practice the logic of the smart God of Islam. which I find him the most stupid mental god ever. The people of the book, what's wrong with you? Why you are disputing about Abraham? Huh? Why? When the law and the gospel were not revealed till after him. So according to the logic of Allah and the God of Shabir Ali and Zakir Naik and all the potato and the tomato in the world, if you come after, you cannot dispute about who before you. Correct, guys? Are we following? If you come after, you cannot dispute what is before you. Now, who come after, Christianity or Islam? Unbelievable, stupid religion. You know what? If I don't think that the one who made the Quran even have the knowledge of a donkey. You know, donkeys are very smart animals. Seriously, they are very smart animals. Once we went in the mountains area, we were teenage, and we have a villager. We told him, if we go in the mountain, what if we lost our way? How will we get back? There's nothing around us but trees. You know, it's hard to know. He said, take the donkey with you. I said, seriously? He said, yeah. When you are done, you want to come back, just let him go, and he will come back home, and you follow him. So you believe it or not, a donkey can be a guidance, but not Allah. A donkey, he can take you home with his own logic, but Allah cannot. Because if the one who made this verse is someone, he have a little intelligence, he should ask himself, you idiot. You are saying to them that the one who came after Abraham, he cannot dispute about Abraham. That's mean the one who come after Jesus cannot dispute about Jesus, and the one who come after Moses cannot dispute about Moses. This is the most stupid and naive religion ever you can come with. You have to be a mental creature to believe that the one who said this is God. And I am very serious about that. You have to be really a person who suffers from a mental issue. And by the way, this is again chapter 3, verse number 65. So take your notes. I wish one day I will find a Muslim, he decided to challenge me, and he jumped like a pop-up window suddenly in my screen, say, you know what, I want to debate you. I want to show everyone that you know nothing. But we don't see them. Shabir Ali, he popped up in the window of David Wood, but not in my window. But why? Because they know they are no match. And they know what we are saying is something they cannot refute. What they can say about this? Nothing. There is no answers. He will start waving hands in his hand with the book of made by Tom and Jerry by a Western scholar. That will not work. There is tons of things actually I can talk about, but I think what we said is very, very enough to prove our point. So let us make a headline of what we said. When a Muslim, please, he debated you or he argued with you about what he called the Injil is corrupt, don't say it's not. Answer him by saying, thank you very much for saying and agreeing that the book of Allah is corrupt. If he say the Torah is corrupt, say to him, thank you very much for saying that the Torah of Allah is corrupt. If he say the book of David, the book of Solomon, whatever books they have, Don't argue. Say thank you very much for agreeing that your God is not a trustworthy and he keep losing ground and losing books. That alone is a reason for me, enough reason, to believe that Allah cannot be God, cannot be trusted. And don't forget to mention the verse where Allah He entrusted the rabbis and the Jews in the protection of the Quran in chapter 5 verse 44, which obviously prove that Allah is not a true God and Allah is a stupid creature who wrote a book. He is a human and Allah does not exist. And whoever that human is, he is Waraqa, he is Muhammad, is not intelligent. And before I forget, by the way, like the idea of a debate in Islam is not exist. I don't know if you know that according to Islam, you should not debate the way they do it, like Shabir Ali, he stand in the stage and he say whatever he say. According to Quran, you should uh, the debate is about cursing. In chapter 3, verse number 61, it says, if there is two people they are disputing or two group, Christians and Muslims or whatever, and this is by the way story about a true Christians, not Nasara. They came to Muhammad from Ethiopia. Again, not Nasara. Christians came to Muhammad from Ethiopia to debate him. Look what Muhammad he said to them, the coward. But whoever dispute with you in the matter, in this matter, after what has come to you with of knowledge. Okay, the knowledge come to Muhammad, not to me. So what about Muhammad sharing his knowledge? No, look at the answer. Then say, come, let us call our sons and your sons, our women and your women, our near people and your people, and let us in rest in a prayer and the pray for the curse of Allah of the liars on the liars. What? A debate of cursing? So according to Islam, what David Wood and Shabir Ali should do is we give the mic to Shabir Ali in the stage. Shabir Ali will say the following: if I am lying, may Allah cut my nose and make the van of my car close on my finger. Your turn. Then David Wood, he should take the mic and say, if I am lying, may Allah break my computer. Your turn. And then Shabir Ali will take the mic. Okay, you know what? If I am lying, may Allah broke my glasses. Come on, this is the debate of Islam. Muslims are not truthful people even when they debate. However, I never saw a Muslim here really debate. I want you guys to download my video if you believe that my videos are trustworthy and they are worthy of downloading, and you think they are really kind of full of knowledge and they give you something you never heard before. And I will be happy to see people copying it from me. I am not a jealous man. I have no problem of people copying my videos, using my videos, and I have no problem whatsoever with it. All right? I don't do things for my own glory. I do it for the glory of my Lord. Whoever brings glory to the Lord, he is my brother and I love him. It doesn't matter how you do it, when you do it, and where you do it. Let us make the Lord proud of us to be his truly believed ones and the one who stand for the truth, and the truth will set you free. If you have any question, you can contact me at this address. If you have any request, if you are a Muslim want to debate me, I would be happy to debate you, especially if you are a scholar. But I warn you, I am not the person who will let you get out of it the same as before you enter it. Before is not going to be after. With this, I say thank you and God bless. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. I'm into that. Thank you.